What's going on, YouTube? It's Q back here again with another video for you. In today's video, I'm about to explain to you guys why I sold my 2024 Subaru WRX TR. So in this video, I'm in the 2025 Subaru WRX TS, which I got for the week and maybe kind of missed my WRX. And since I never explained to you guys why I sold it, it just kind of disappeared. And I came back on the channel with the Blackwing with no explanation why I sold it. Let me tell you guys why I bought it first, so then I can let you guys know why I ended up selling it later. So I bought the WRX because my whole fiasco with Acura. So I had the Integra Type S, and I traded that in for the WRX TR. So it was like one of the few cars that I haven't owned in that class. So I was looking at the Golf R manual. I looked at a couple Elantra N's, but there weren't many around me, and I wasn't trying that hard to go too far away. I wanted to find something locally. And the WRX, because I had already owned the GR Corolla, Integra Type S, driven the Civic Type R's. What else is in that class? Had the regular Integra, which is like the same as the Civic Si, which those are similar kind of to the WRX. So WRX kind of splits the middle between the Civic Si and the Civic Type R. So traded that in, got my WRX, and the plan was to keep it for a minute because a lot of people highly praised the WRX to me. A few YouTubers, y'all know the YouTubers. I got Race Car Friends likes it. The Topher, he gave it high praise, and even Doug DeMuro, he gave it high praise. I don't know him personally, but I respect his opinion. So I was like, why not get one? And I had ordered one before, but I didn't take delivery because the dealership was doing markups. So found a great dealership in Ann Arbor. It was the Subaru of Ann Arbor. Phenomenal dealership. That worked out well. So they gave me great trade-in on my car. I was able to get the WRX TR, got great financing, all these extra lifetime warranties, no extra cost. So ended up buying that car. All around car, all seasons. Did I have my Miata at the same time? Yeah, I still had my Miata. So it was a great car for me to do everything. Performance based, super practical. So it could fill the gap of my my Integra Type S, because that car was practical and performance was in there, and the WRX is more of the same. But when I bought the car, after I bought it, I started noticing things. The more I drove it, one thing I hated, and you're going to see this in the review of this car. Watch out for the review of this video coming probably next week. So I already recorded that. So the shifter was the Achilles heel of this car. My car did not have the STI short throw shifter, and I think these cars absolutely need that, because the shifter that I have, the shifter in this car is like super sloppy, and like while it's in gear, you can move it from side to side. Watch that in the review. But I did a few things. I added like the things that make it so when the car is in first, second, fifth, or sixth gear, while it's in gear, it moves from side to side. Don't like that at all. And third and fourth gear is cool. And then I added like a brass bushing to it as well. Can't remember, there was something else I did to the shifter. Kind of feel like I did, but that definitely tightened it up, made it feel more reassuring going into gear. And still wasn't happy. So I've driven a lot of cars. I owned a lot of cars with awesome shifters. I owned a lot of cars with not so awesome shifters. But the WRX that I had was in the lower echelon of shifting feel. And I have to have a great shifting car, especially as my daily. Like, that's the whole point of me getting a manual. Like, I don't want a manual just because it's manual. My manual got to be decent at worst, but it's got to be a good manual. And I feel that car didn't have a good manual. So I did all I could have, but long story short, I should have just got the $1,200 short throw shifter. Can't recall the name of it, but some people told me. And the WRX Subaru community was really good with the modifications, a bunch of websites. I was able to get sponsorships and everything, discounts. So that part worked out well. And I did all my appearance miles. I made the car look fantastic, because I wasn't a huge fan on the way it looked stock, but I do know that it has super high potential to be a looker, and I feel like I made my car be that looker. The only thing I probably needed was coilovers to sort out the very stiff suspension in the TR, and I'll talk about the suspension of the TS in this full review. Watch out for that. But other than that, the shifter was the thing that I did not love about the car, and it meant a lot. So it's one of the things you touch every day. So what happened was, why I sold the car, I wasn't really shopping to sell the car, because I was like, I'm gonna just buy this car and just deal with it however it comes. But I had the opportunity to buy a Blackwing, and when that opportunity is present, you don't just leave that car knocking at the door. CT4V Blackwing, 6-speed manual. I was able to get one of those, the Arrival edition, so it had the flags on there, all that good stuff, massage seats, fully loaded, $91,000 sticker price. So I was able to get that car at almost 20 grand off. So it was a no-brainer to me, because other than that, I didn't want any other cars in the class. The Blackwing was there. I'm like, all right, let me go ahead and do that. So I ended up buying the Blackwing, and that was kind of it for the WRX TR. So do I miss it? Driving this car, I do kind of miss it, because I feel like there was more that I could have done. I was a few grand in on modifications, but there were more mods that could have been had, and I made it so far and just walked away from it. So I regret that aspect of it. But this is still people getting over without turn signals. Use your turn indicators. I would do a citizen's arrest on you if you don't. But the car is a great platform. Like, it handles well, drives well, powertrain is good, it's very tunable. But that shifter, and I just got tired of it, because I was shout out to my guy How at Auto Renting Cars. He used to do all the work for me. It was like every other week, I'm like, hey, can you put this on for me? Can you put this on for me? And it's like, man, did I just buy the wrong car? And then I bought the Blackwing, and that fixed most of my issues. But ironically, the Blackwing didn't have the best shifter either. It was much better than this car, but it was still not. The Blackwing shifter and the Camaro shifter feels completely different. So that Blackwing shifter, it's a Cadillac, so they try to make it smooth. I don't want smooth. I want a notchy shifter that's assuring to go in. Like the Civic Type R's, those are smooth, but they're a great, precise shifter. And the Blackwing wasn't the best. It's still a good shifter, but it's not the best. It's not on the level of my Miata. The Integra Type S was better. GR Corolla was even better, or about the same. But yeah, I had no complaints about the GR Corolla. But that's just why I ended up getting rid of this car, and I got rid of the Blackwing. So that's just what I do. I be getting rid of cars. I got a Prius now. Go figure. Well, for my own personal reasons. Still got the Miata. That car is amazing to me. And the Prius is pretty good too. It's no manual, so there's no telling how long I'll keep that car. But for the gas prices of right now, and for what I need, the Prius is a great car. But I'm missing the manual to drive every day. So who knows? I might spin the block next year, pop out with something else. I don't even know what it would be, because I've had everything. They don't sell anything new anymore with the manual, really. Like the GLI would be one car, or the GTI, but this is the last year for the production of the manual for that. Shout out to Race Car Friends for his video on that. And the GTI and Golf R, they already stopped selling manuals. So at this point, I would either go backwards. And Subaru's advertising that they're going to come out with 3 manual transmissions. I assume that's another WRX, Impreza, and BRZ. So hopefully those come out and they aren't astronomically priced. They probably will be, due to how much cars cost nowadays. So I'll just sit on the sidelines and just buy some older, maybe an older STI. So I drove Race Car Friends' STI. That was a phenomenal car to me. The gearing was really tight, and it was different. He thought I was gonna stall. I do not stall. I don't pump fake, none of that stuff. Actually, I stalled this car 2 days ago. But that car was amazing. So that's one thing to revisit if I can find an unmodified one. Because these are one of those cars where people who barely able to get in the car, they want to do performance mods, so they don't do the highest quality. They end up sacrificing the longevity of the car just to get more power. So I would have to get a mature owned one. But that's essentially why I sold my 2024 WRX TR. That's just how it goes. I sold my favorite cars, except for my Miata. It's just what I do. I'll be looking at myself in the mirror like, what is wrong with you? But that's just who I am as a person. That's what I do. Finding the best experience I just enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot, and thankfully I'm fortunate enough to do that. So that's all I got to say about that. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. You guys remember to drive safe. No hate to Subaru. This is constructive criticism. Then there's other things too. Like I ain't even talking about the software glitches. That bothered me too. Because I work in the field of like the electronics in these vehicles, electrical engineering in the automotive field. And to see all of these bugs that got into these vehicles, that is insane to me that they're able to just write that off like, we'll fix it with a software patch at some point, maybe. Because this car right here has some software glitches that my 24 TR had. So I'm hoping this is like a press car that didn't get the latest software, but who knows? I don't know. I hope they do have a new software release in there, because seriously, like how these things are easy things to fix. But I digress. Let me end this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you all in the next video. Peace out.